Hello, America, and hello to the world in general. This is Brother Alan Hensley coming from my apartment. And I gotta say, I just got done watching a very, very disturbing video by a singer that honestly I used to enjoy when I was a child, Madonna. It's called God Control. But if you look at it, it's people control. Right off the bat, she's got people being killed in the video. But she made sure that it wasn't just any groups of people that were killed. She made sure that it was trans, gay, blacks, Asians, Mexicans, and it's set during the 70s, so we all know that there's a lot of weird shit going on in the 70s, including pedophilia everywhere. So you can, by the video and knowing the times, you can take that there was probably some pedophiles. The man that does the shooting is dressed in period clothing. She would have it known that the gun he starts out with to be an AR-15. However, that is not so. The gun he starts shooting with is actually a gun that you can only get through NATO. Then, the next time they show him when he's firing it from the hip and he's turning sideways, then you see that that is an M16 on full auto. Then, when he drops the clip and he puts a new one in, it's still an M16, not an AR-15. But I digress. I don't need to get caught up into the whole what kind of gun it is because it's full. The fact of the matter is this. Gun control isn't about guns. Now I know a lot of you are thinking, but Brad, they come right out and say it in the name. It's gun control. It's about controlling our guns. No, nine, niet. It is about controlling us, the little people, the common, excuse me, the common people. Hitler, Stalin, Mussolini, Castro, Lenin, Marx. First things they did before they opened up with socialism, communism, dictatorships, authoritarianism, and totalitarianistic governments was made it illegal for all of its citizens to own firearms. Now, why would they do that? If gun control wasn't about human control, why would they give a fuck how many guns we have? Or if we the common people have guns? The simple answer is also the truth answer. They don't want us having weapons because they know that if we have weapons, we, the common people, will rise up and fight to the very death for our rights. For our right to go wherever we want. Say whatever we want. Alright. Gun control only harms legal gun owners and legal citizens. I was a criminal for a lot of years in my life. Criminals don't give a fuck about the law. Truth is, when lives are on the line, when seconds count, police are minutes or hours away. Someone breaks into your home. They have a weapon. You have a weapon. Are you going to try to call the police and hope the cops get there before this invader murders you or your family? Or are you going to take the firearm that you legally purchased, legally own, legally have stored, and shoot the son of a bitch or daughter of a bitch who broke into your home to try to steal your shit and maybe kill your family? I'll tell you what I would do. I'd take my gun, put it to the motherfucker's temple, tell him he's got 2 seconds, get the fuck out of my house, or I'm gonna splatter his cortex all over my wall, and he can leave his weapon. And then I would count. And if he hasn't made a move, blow his fucking brains out. Because it's my right to protect me and my family and my property. If it wasn't about people control, then what the left progressive scumbag retarded libtards would be trying to do is get all the guns that are on the streets illegally off said streets by saying, hey, we know that criminals own guns and they shouldn't have them. So here's what we'll do. For X amount of time, no questions asked, no penalties, you bring the fucking weapon in, leave it here, and leave. You don't even have to turn it in. We have a box, it's secure, you can sit it outside, you can sit it in that box and leave. But criminals won't even do that. The only people gun control hurts are law-abiding citizens. The people who work hard, pay their taxes, pay their bills, and try to raise a good family. I noticed something else about that video. There was Muslims in it that were shot. There wasn't a white person on, other than Madonna herself, who had a gun on her or was shot. And in the context that she was shot, she wasn't straight. Wasn't a straight white person shot. Subliminally, she's trying to say that straight, white, Christian people are mass murderers. Again, this is a Hitler move, a Mussolini move. Hitler got people to turn against the Jews, got people to see the Jews as less than human. How? Through propaganda, through passing of laws, through making it okay and PC for everyone to hate on them, but you couldn't hate on any other group. This is what Hitler did, and Mussolini. And anyone with a brain knows exactly how that turned out. I miss the days when entertainers, movie stars, singers, athletes just did their fucking jobs and kept their nose out of politics. This song is a clear-cut case of Madonna wanting to stay relevant. Well, I'm sorry, Madonna, what are you, in your 60s now? 50s, 60s? You've made enough money. Retire. Go live on some shithole island or in some shithole third world country in Africa for a little bit. See how the fuck that lets you live. Go live in Afghanistan for a little bit with the hardcore fucking ragheads. See how long you've got any rights. I give you a week, and you'll be back here singing a totally different tune. America's great, Trump is great, but you won't. Like Travolta, De Niro, and all the other scumbags who said they would move if Trump became president. None of them did. Well, I have a message for the president. Mr. Trump, sir, hoorah, keep staying the course. You're doing a hell of a good job. It's real simple. De Niro, Travolta, and all you other scumbags who want to run your mouth, especially De Niro, because he's been the one really doing it in depth. They've been the ones really threatening the president that are men. You want to get to the president, you gotta get through me. One-on-one. Mano a mano. Man to man, in other words. And you can't do it. I guarantee it. But this video is full of inaccuracies, especially at the end, where it's talking about the number of people injured in gun violence. Problem is, they don't tell you how many of those affected by gun violence, killed by gun violence, are suicides. CDC did a study on it, though. And what's the number, you ask? Well over 100,000 a year. People committing suicides by guns. But the left will lump that in with gun violence. Not sure how they do it. I mean, the guy or the girl took their own life. But they lump it in with gun violence and people being shot with guns. They don't say the statistic on how many people are saved because of people having lawful guns. They won't tell you how many people walk around still breathing because someone had a gun and stopped someone from killing other people. Yearly, that's a statistic is something like 370,000. Gee, more people stopped than or 36,000, something like that. A real high number. I'm trying to remember the stats, and honestly, I can't remember them all. But think about it. This entertainer, who is quoted as saying, "Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House," right after Trump gets elected and gets sworn in. Well, how the fuck could she be thinking about blowing up the White House? Since Trump got in, she would have had, since he won, she's had to have been thinking about blowing up the White House. That's all she could be thinking about. I gotta blow up the White House, I gotta blow up the White House. Trump won, I can't believe it. My woman Hillary didn't win. I'm gonna blow up the White House. Like a damn 2-year-old child. I have a very, very insane idea for all you leftists out there. And yes, it will seem insane to you, but bear with me, and listen for a minute. You ready? Grow the fuck up. Move on. Hillary didn't win. Trump won. Trump has brought businesses back. Trump has put the lowest ever African American unemployment numbers up. Your great God Obama said to get the GDP over 1% will take a magical wand. Not true. Trump moved in. Boom. First few months, and it was up to 4%. What's that got to do with gun control, you ask? It's simple. When the government takes away our rights and our guns, they take away our freedoms of speech, of free thought, and we become 1984, or we become Venezuela. These are facts. Facts don't give a fuck about feelings. They just are. A very wise man once said, the scariest words in the English language are, hello, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Because that means, in order for the government to help, you, the citizens, the people who pay their salaries, the people who are their boss, has to lose all your freedoms. These are facts. Look into history. Because another wise person once said, if you forget history, you are doomed to repeat it. Well, I think we are going to repeat history. But right now the left knows they cannot repeat history in the form of a civil war, because they know we the citizens are armed and we will win. However, if they can disarm us, then they will win. It's that simple. You have all these sheeple out there who are so afraid of people saying that they are racist or bigot or homophobe or xenophobe or Islamophobe, what the fuck ever. But they will not speak their minds. Well, as you can tell, I don't give a fuck. A flying goddamn fuck about political correctness. Yeah, this video will probably be banned. Ain't none of my shit monetized, I ain't worried. But the truth is, people who know they're right and who have balls or ovaries enough to stand up for what's right, not for what they feel is right or think is right, but those who are willing to stand up for what history has shown us to be right. Damn, it's powerful. Because they don't budge. They're ready for debates, they're ready for questions, and they hit with hard-hitting truth answers. And they're intelligent, well-thought-out answers. The people on the left can only give talking points. Or when you blow through the talking points and you punch holes through all the narratives of CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC have told them, the Times Journal, the New York Times have told them, when you punch through all those that they've been told, and you're showing them fact after fact after fact, and you've destroyed their whole narrative, what do? Immediately call you racist, homophobic, Islamophobic, bigoted, like that's supposed to make them in the right and shut you up. Or to put it in another way, it's supposed to make you who are in the right do what they are telling you to do, which is shut up, think like them, fall in line, or else. What's the or else? They will lie to the cops and have the police strip you and steal your property and remove you from your family. They have no logic answer. And when you punch through the left with logic, they get mad. They want to try to punch you. That's why there's a slogan that's been going around saying it's okay to punch a Nazi. Because they're trying to dehumanize straight, white people. Trying to portray us as white supremacists or Nazis so that we are not human in their eyes. So that when they attack us, well, those people there don't matter anyway. So it's okay to beat up on them. Again, a move right out of Hitler's book before WW2. Think, research everything I have said. Research it all for yourself. You will see that I do not sugarcoat the facts. I lay them out so that you, the viewer, can say if I'm right or if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, intelligently show me and tell me how I am wrong. And show me where you get your information from. And I'll research it, and if you're right, I will come on air and admit it. Otherwise, I won't. This is the truth of what they're doing. They want to take away our weapons so that it is easier for them to control us. That is a fact. They want to take away woman's right to have children. Why? Because the population's too big, they can't control it. So again, they use another thing for human control, only that time it's Planned Parenthood and women's rights. And now women go around screaming, my body, my right, my body, my right. Well, bitch, when you get pregnant, that human that you are carrying isn't just you. Isn't just your kid. There's a father. There's a man who helped make that baby. Don't you think the man should be able to say whether or not he wants to take care of that child? But you won't. Because you're only about women's rights. And getting the population down where it's easier to control. These are facts. Look them up. I encourage everyone who watches my videos to look up everything I say for yourself. Do the research. You will see. Until next time, be sure to give me a thumbs up down here if you like what I have to say. Hit the little subscription button that's right here. And the little bell icon right next to it so you can get notified when I make another video and post it. And until next time, be cool, be positive, and treat each other the way you yourself want to be treated. I'll be seeing you.